we're going to be coming up on an old truck. Looks like there's still tires on the wheels, which is amazing. I mean, that the wheels are still here is honestly amazing. The engine is still in the truck. That's amazing. And this is a pretty unique engine. So that's what I think would be kind of interesting about this truck. So first glance, any guesses? So when I looked at pictures of this truck, I saw this door. There's only one door on the truck, but it's got these two beads rolled in it. And looked at some photos and found early GMC trucks from the late 20s had this pattern on the doors. You can see the dash. Sitting position would have been basically right on top of this gas tank. And then you have what's left of the bed. Rear axle is still there, which again I think is amazing. All right, so let's talk about this engine. I was super stumped when I saw pictures of this engine. It's a flathead 6, but I'd never seen this cylinder head style. And it's actually two different cylinder heads, two 3-cylinder heads that are split in the middle. It's called a split head 6. And this was actually designed by Oakland Motor Car Company, which had been acquired by General Motors and eventually became Pontiac. This was a Pontiac engine. It was used in the late 20s, maybe into the early 30s, but in the GMC trucks it was only used for 2 years. It was used in 1927 and 1928. Just those 2 years. So I'll take some close-up pictures of some of these casting marks. Right there it says Faro. But you can see the two individual heads. You can see the distributor sat right in the middle of the two heads. This thing just needs like a cap and rotor and it might be ready to go. Somebody took one of these. Yeah. You even have a Schrader valve still in place. I mean, that's crazy. Will you study that wheel and see if you can see anything that's stamped in it anywhere? Like anything that's cast into the iron?
Any particular area we're looking for?
No, just look around. This one has a Schrader valve still too. So these would have been tube. Part of the tube is still there. I mean, there's still tube in there. It's crazy. The running boards are completely intact. All the fenders are intact. I was just hoping to see some General Motors identifier.
No dice.
No, I didn't see it either. Just figured your eyes are a little better than mine, so worth a shot.
This was the other door.
Yeah, looks like could have been. or the inner part of the door skin, probably like the inner panel for the door. That's what I'm thinking. Somebody figured this was the ideal spot to build their dream home. You know? We're kind of at the southern end of what's called Wonderland of Rocks. It's a pretty popular climbing area. It's like miles and miles of granite boulders. Still have a fireplace. I feel like this would have been the front of the house, kind of looking out on that view. Maybe a front door right here. Or no, maybe over here. Looks like this wall might have fallen over. That's not scenic. I don't know what is. Wow. Looks like maybe there was a fire. Wood looks like it's kind of burnt. You can see some charring around the front here too. So maybe this house was intact and burned down at some point. Look at all the charring up there. Luckily most of it was made of brick, but I'm sure the roof probably wasn't. Another fireplace here, maybe. Does it look like there was a well there? What's it say? Good job. Wow. 1939.
Probably lived here from at least the early 40s, maybe a little into the 50s.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that people may have lived here into the early 70s, but I'm not sure. We'll have to do some research. Yeah. See a little clean out for the fireplace back there. All right, we're gonna wander back here. There's supposed to be a cave somewhere around here. It might have been used for like food cold storage. Yeah, this is it right here. And there may even be pictographs in here, I've read. But like, we're just like not that many yards from the house in a spot that many people wouldn't see or overlook. I mean, you can see there's man-made like little doorway here.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see actually Mortero. So this was a Native American spot here for sure. I mean, that is really cool. So we'll have to see if we see any. Oh yeah, look, I can see a little bit of pictograph over here. There's not much left of it. It looks like up here there's some red pigment also. You can see up here can see something here. And this one's pretty strong still. I just don't know quite what it is. We should take some pictures of that and see if we can enhance them.
Yeah.
You can see up here, it looks like charring from what probably were many, many fires.
Yeah, right about here.
People use this as shelter. So, wow, it's a cool spot. I mean, so close to the house, you can't believe it, actually. Maybe peek in there and see if you see any other pictograph action. A lot of rat poop.
Yeah. Don't
want to go in there and really breathe any of that.
Yeah, I don't see anything in the way of pictographs.
All right.